Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today we're going to try to fix up this Crown radio and TV. It is lovely, look at it. So I bought it from eBay. I'll show you the listing in a minute. I've tried putting it in via the mains voltage straight into it and also via the power supply, and nothing's happening. So on this one here, it can take batteries as well, but I don't think I've got enough D cells to test that, but maybe we can do that later. But if you have a look here, it says DC 12 volts and its outer pin is positive, middle pin is negative. And if I turn on the power supply here with 12 volts, you can see that if I turn it on here, nothing's happening whatsoever. I've tried doing the TV and radio switch at the side here, tried turning it here, it's got no life whatsoever. When I go to tune it here, this is nice, you can see this moving up and down, which is, that looks nice, but look, nothing's happening on this one here, it's just completely loose. So yeah, I think there's going to be various issues with this one. If I turn it off here, unplug this and plug the mains into it, like so, and turn it on. Well, it's already on, it's still not working, so it's got no signs of life whatsoever. Doesn't even make any noise. So let's get it over to the blue mat, I'll show you what I paid for it, and let's take it apart and see if we can fix it. So I only paid £14 for this, which I thought was very fair with free postage. It's a heavy item. I don't think there would be any profit left on that for the seller. Loads of pictures and stuff, honest listing. So this is the description down here. Crown 5TV-65R portable radio has been tried with a power lead and batteries, but the unit is completely dead and does not turn on. All dials are fully functional, which they're not. The TV one isn't, but it's an accurate listing. There's a few other things that I've noticed as well. There's a little switch down here where you can like plug in an external aerial, so you don't have to rely on this one here, but that just doesn't feel like it's doing anything. It's just really, really loose and it's bent all over the place. So I think there's going to be quite a few things to fix on this, but the main thing is why it's not working. Then we can worry about all the other things after that. There's no point in worrying about them if we can't get it to work. Now looking online, it suggests that this is from 1978. So 43 years ago now. It's got a lot of age to it. Right, I can see that there's various screws around here. These are all cross-headed. It looks like there's a flathead screw for some reason here, and I think this one's missing. So let's take the bottom off and then see what that uncovers. But unfortunately it does look like it has been looked at already. Now while we're doing this, let's give a shout out to the My Mate Vince Massive. And this month they are kitdigital.com, Kip Hakes, Max Rokotansky, Having Fun Repairs, Ellensburg Amplifier Repair and Service, Will Michaelis, Chris Seal, Felipe at MrKeeps.com, King Kurd from Lowbook Auto Sales, and DJ VG. So massive thanks guys. Okay, now I've got to be careful because we have had mains going into this, so they might have a, mind you, that looks like a massive transformer there. I was going to say there might be some big caps that need discharging. Fuse under, could it be a fuse issue? Now how do I get to the next layer? I wonder if I undo that screw and that screw and that, would it start lifting up? Let's give it a go. Just going to be a little bit careful about where I put my hands at the moment, because CRTs are going to have a, you can get a nasty shock off them as well, can't you? Now how am I going to take this apart? So that CRT is attached. I think when they go, do you know what, this is going to be quite hard to work on. I think we might need to take off the top if possible. Right, there's a broken screw post there. That's the thing that was rattling around inside. It's weird, it's just a bit of an empty case here. I wonder, is this hiding something that's like serviceable? Oh, we got a tube. We got a tube in here. I suppose it's, well, that's interesting, but I suppose that's quite bad news. Yeah, right in here. Can you see? Just there. Look at that. Ta-da! Now, in case you haven't watched my videos before, this is a trying to fix video. I've never worked on this product before. I do try to fix loads of different things, but I have little experience in electronics, so I just have to try to muddle my way through everything. Now, I'm just really wary because all of this stuff contains high voltage, doesn't it? I'd like to know how the CRT is attached. Oh, it's a beast. Look at that. Even looks scary. Oh, no, that's the back. What am I on about? That's the back of the CRT. I thought that might be like a tube for the audio side of things, you know, like the radio. But no, that's the CRT itself. Right. Not really winning here, am I? Let's take all the knobs out. I suppose we should see if the on and off switch works, just in case I don't have to take it apart. Could be as simple as that, couldn't it? So let's go to continuity. This is the on and off switch here. So we've got two wires here. Yeah. That's working. Okay. Well, I suppose I can see a screw here. Let's undo that. See what that does. Oh, well, I'm free from the CRT. So how does that CRT get its power? Oh, that's interesting. Look. There's these weird four prongs. Oh, unless that's to ground it or something. Oh, I suppose the CRT gets its power from here. And these prongs here, I know you can't see. Hold on. These metal prongs sticking up, let's just sort of ground it. Right, let's unplug this, or am I going to get a shock doing that now? Really wary of CRTs. Bang! Sorry. There we go. Right, maybe I might be able to. There's some cable ties down here. If I can get this board out, then... Come on, come out there. There. There we go. Right, so that must be, that looks like it's going to be providing some high voltage, doesn't it? That red wire there. So I might not need to get any further than this here, possibly, if I can work out what's going on. So I suppose we just need to follow it from the mains in and see where it goes to. I mean, what's this about? That's just come out from somewhere. Where does that go? Where does that go? This board goes here. Oh, here, that must go onto this connection here. Not sure what that's for. I have to work out as well why the TV tuner thing's not working. Oh yes it is, look, it's working now, look. How bizarre. How weird is that? So was this just loose on it maybe? No. That one? Weird. Maybe something was foul in it. That didn't work at all earlier. Oh, there you go, I fixed something already. Now, okay, let's get into no power. So we've got no power from the batteries, and we've got no power from the adapter or the mains coming in. So, oh, there's a fuse here. I can see a fuse. Could it just be a fuse issue? It is possible. Right, there's a little fuse just here on the board. So let's go into continuity. And let's see if the fuse is okay. Yes, it is. Okay, in a way that's good because that's made it more interesting. So now, power, let's take it from the mains. So we have a big blue and brown cable, and that goes off to here, the transformer down here. Blue and brown. And then it looks like it comes out on these two little blue wires. And where would they go back up to? I presume over here somewhere, I can't really see. Right, it must be on these two here. Here and here. Right, so that's that. Now, what about the adapter? Because the adapter didn't work, and the adapter is just here. So let's see where that goes to. So... can't really see. Well, should we plug it in? Well, I mean, we've got that disconnected there. Should we plug it in now with the mains in? Because this is like safer than a, well, not because of the CRT, but it's safer than a switch mode power supply because we've got the transformer down here. So we've got high voltage going into the transformer, but then we've got low voltage coming out. What's coming out of it, I don't know. I'm thinking like 12 volts or something. But should we see if we've got any voltage on the two blue wires that are coming out of the transformer? Let's give that a go. So I don't think it's a transformer issue because it's not working on the adapter either. Or do you know what would be safer? It would be safer, wouldn't it, to just put 12 volts in for the adapter and see where that goes to. Yeah, that'd be safer. Well, I'm going to turn it on. So 12 volts there, and let's turn it on here. Now let's see where the 12 volts goes to. So we're going to need a ground. I presume that, is that going to be a ground? Hold on one second, I'm just going to kill power for a minute. So we're centre pin negative, aren't we? Nothing's coming up there. must be a ground, surely. Well, okay, I can't find anything there. Let's just go to voltage. Right, so there it is. There's the 11.9 volts. So that is going to be, this one here is the, that's going to be the center pin, isn't it? So it goes up to here. Then where does it go to? Go to here? Yes, it does. Right, so that's on that rail there. Rail, does that go to here? Yes, it does. And it goes round to here. So it's going off on that wire there. Now, if I was to go on here and here, does it give me anything? Here and here? Right, let's turn it off. Let's see where. Just turn it on and off a few times on the switch just to try to drain any power out of it. So it goes off on that black wire there. Black wire here. Where does that go to? Oh, that goes down to the battery. That goes down to the battery terminals. So where does the red wire from the battery go to? That goes round here. Maybe I need to do my fault finding over here. The red wire from the battery goes there. Where does it go to? Well, I can't see because everything's just so bunched up. I'm struggling. Right, so from the switch, it's the orange and grey wire. Where do they go to? Is it that orange one? No, that orange one goes round there. This darker orange one. Right, it goes to here, and the grey goes to here. Right, okay, so now they go to here. So let's go to continuity, and let's turn it on, and let's see, do we have continuity here or not? We do. Right, now we're starting to get somewhere. Yeah, so when I turn on the switch here, it comes and goes. Right, that's there, and that's the fuse, isn't it? So from here, it goes through the fuse. Here. Oh, into this, right, into this switch here. And this is the switch that determines TV or radio, isn't it? So let's see if this switch is working. Right, this is the problem that I've got in my mind of little brain. So from the from the switch, it comes across to here, yeah? And we definitely know that the switch is working because when I turn it on and off here, it does it, yeah? So let's start going across here. So it goes through the fuse, we know that's okay. It goes down to here and it goes to the middle pin here. Now, the middle pin's automatically connected to here, this one next to it, whether or not, it doesn't matter which one I'm in. it's connected to that one. Yep. But that one looks like it goes through some weird resistor thing, which then goes down to the kind of the jack down here. So I can't see it going through to anywhere else in the board apart from these 2 pins. So even when I go to here, can you see it's not coming through, which makes me think that the switch is actually faulty. Let's put voltage back into it and make sure we're on, which we are. Now let's see if do we have any voltage? 1 second now. Do we have voltage here? No, that's the same one. Is it here? Or is it here? At 12 volts there. That goes round to here. Yes. Which goes round to here. Yes. Which goes to here. Okay. But do we have anything coming out of the switch? So we also have 12 volts there. But anything here? No. 0.5 of a volt. 0.5 of a volt. And nothing. So now let's turn the switch the other way. And let's do that again. So 12, that one's connected to it. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Right, I'm going to look into that switch. I think that switch isn't putting through either of them. I don't think it's putting anything through. So now, how am I going to get to it? I mean, it's particularly dusty and dirty. Should I just try to put IPA in it and keep moving it back and forth, or should I unsolder it? I'll tell you what we'll do. Maybe it would be easier just to pour a load of IPA into it, because you can see how dusty it is. I love fault finding. Just get rid of the dust. I'm just going to pour some IPA in it to begin with. That's isopropyl alcohol. So what would be nice is if we do this and then all of a sudden we have continuity going through it. That'd be good. So what it might be is it might be making contact on one of the sides but not the other sides. You know, if there's like 6 pins on it, maybe they're joined across this way, like 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, and maybe they're not joining across. Right, I haven't really cleaned it much, but let's just see if that's made any difference. Right, back to continuity. Yes. There you go, look. So I've got continuity now between the middle one. So these two, are these, yeah, they're in contact with each other. They're in contact with each other. And that, I think, should be, but that's not soldered. Right, so now, there's something there, and there's something there. Let's put the switch this way. And now we have nothing anywhere, is that right? Not too sure. Anyway, look, it's doing something different than it was before. So I think we should put the power back into it now and see if it's gonna liven up. Now, do I mess with the CRT part of it, or should I leave that? Should I leave that be? Maybe I should leave that be. Right, let's do it like that. And then we're not going to cause any hassle, are we? Yeah, we should have some noise or something. Here goes. I'm going to plug it in. It's not turned on yet. Right, I'm turning it on now. Right, and now I'm going to turn it on here at the switch. You can just see it. I can hear it. Hopefully you can hear that. Where's the volume? This one here, is it? Nope, but there you go. Dodgy switch. Well, I'm just going to turn it off here. And now I'm going to turn this to here. Actually, no, that's a bit silly, isn't it? Because I don't want unnecessary voltage going through there. Where am I at the moment anyway? Yeah, that's... I know it says channel on, TV, radio, or channel on. Channel on, TV... Yeah, it must be TV or radio, surely. One side must be for TV, one side must be for radio. Anyway, look, it's doing something, isn't it? So now, let's put it roughly back together and see if we have any display on the screen. Right, again, I'm doing it with the adapter, so let's see what's going to happen now. Turn it on there and turn it on here. Right, let's see if we can get anything on the band. There we go.
About say or going, God, what was he doing in there?
Fantastic. Right now, TV. Is anything going to happen on the TV?
One of the world's most endorsable athletes.
But is he more marketable than he is in terms above his level?
Yeah, well, it's that he can talk the talk, but is he walking the walk? And on Saturday night, he walked the walk, and he was a.
Right, well, nothing's happening on the TV. Let me just turn it off a minute. I'm going to try to do the switch now to that side and see if the TV comes on. No. So nothing happens when I do that side. I mean, realistically, you're not going to be using the TV now anyway, because it's analog. It's just a case of if you wanted to shove a signal into it, you know, via converting it. You've seen videos that I've done on that before. Right, so yeah, nothing's happening on the switch that side. Yes, we've got a screen. Brilliant. Let me get the other camera. Well, actually, I can just tip it up here, can't I? Just going to be careful. Look. Look at that. Can you see it? Right, let's go back to radio.
Girls make fights. Joshua did not.
Now, back to TV. Yeah. Now, let's see if it's actually moving when I go to tune it. I think it is. There seems to be something happening there. Fantastic. Right, now, let's turn that off. Let's kill power to it. Now I've got to be really careful now because there's definitely going to be high voltage around that area. So now what I have to do is look into this switch up here, which is wobbling everywhere. There you go, that's all the rest of the rattle on the inside coming out. So extension and rod. So yeah, that switch there you can see is broken when you zoom in here. There, can you see? It's all apart. So let's try to undo that switch and see if we can fix it. Now, how am I going to get into here? So that's one wire. Are the wires even connected? Oh, they go off to the aerial, so that goes to the aerial next to it. I might be able to just clip it back into place. There's very little room to work. Let's bend these metal things out if I can. I'm just wary because I don't want to kill myself by touching the board here. See, there's a way of discharging SCARTs, the CRTs. But, you know, it involves a screwdriver and grounding things, and I think you still get a big bang. So I don't really want to get involved in it if I don't have to. Okay, so that's the switch out there. Can I not take this whole thing out? Here we go. Ah, much easier. There we go. Oh, that's made life so much easier now. Right, okay. Yeah, look at the dirt on here. So this is going to be the similar switch to the other side that we've just cleaned. So what I'm going to do is, you see how corroded, look how nice it is here where it's been covered for all those years. But look at these ones here, they're just completely oxidized. So that must be what's happened the other side. How annoying, that wire's just broken off. Right, that goes to that end one. That one there, oh, they're soldered together there. Yeah, so that's how it works there. So that's that one here, that one there, and this one goes up to the aerial, doesn't it? Yeah, the telescopic aerial. Let me get my soldering iron on. Do you know what? I bought a brass brush the other week. Let me see if I can find that. There we go. I didn't know these existed until I watched Retro Tech Repair. That's Roger. And I seen he was using because I used to use a fiberglass, but it really affects my hands. And look, he had it was either a brass or a steel one. So I got this set off eBay. Obviously they're just going to be cheap quality, but the amount of time I use them, it will be just fine. So you see with here now, there you go, and that's not going to affect my skin whatsoever. So this would be perfect for here. Oh yes, look at that. Look, check this out. Right, so you can see that the dirt here, yeah? Mind you, do you know one thing I didn't think of? If this is going to leave little sort of splinters everywhere, this could short out, couldn't it? You know what I mean? If they were to go onto a board, I didn't think of that. That could short something out. Maybe on something like this, it'd be better to get a better quality one. Oh, let's see it come up here now. Oh yeah, look at that. Right, so the rest of this isn't rocket science. In fact, nothing I do is rocket science. I've only just mistaken a CRT for a valve radio, but can't blame me for trying. So I just need to put this switch back together, and I just add a little bit of deoxit to this switch, the other switch, and some of the pots around there. There's like little potentiometers and stuff around the place for tuning. I just add a little bit to that just in case after all these years the contacts are getting a little bit on the bad side. I also add some IPA and deoxit to all the tuning knobs as well. I'm just fast forwarding through the putting back together of this switch because we still have quite a lot to go on this video, and I'm just a little bit mindful of the time. So yeah, let's get back onto the video now where I start working on the little TV tuner, because I thought it was working, but as you see now, it's not working again. Oh, look at that, it's gone again. Ah, okay. Nope, that's gone again. So we do need to do something there. So when the seller did it, it probably worked. Now, why is that not working? It's a bit annoying because that means I really have to get into this thing. Right, I'm not going to be able to show you, but the string looks to be intact, I think. It's just for some reason, it's just, so there's a metal spindle here that you turn, and the string's wrapped around it, looks to be about 6 or 7 times. And when you turn the spindle, it should then turn the string, but the spindle's just spinning inside the string, which is kind of weird because it doesn't seem to be that much slack on the string. So if you have a look here, this here is the string, and the spindle is down this gold thing here. Yeah, but I'm not going to be able to show you. It's It's down in the depths. Right, so you can see that metal thing here. And look, when I spin it, can you see? It's spinning. But yet the, you're not going to be able to really see it. The string's not moving. Now, why is that? Well, I'm just going to keep playing around with it for a while, and then I may have to strip it down further. Maybe the string has gone slack over time, but it certainly hasn't snapped. Oh, no. Look, it goes to here. It goes to this one here at the side of the TV. I've just seen it jump. There you go. It goes down to there, so something's happening here. Something is happening here. What is happening here? Focus. Ah, should that be higher up? Is it broken here? Let me grip onto the string again and give it a helping hand, and then we'll see what's happening. Right, let's see what happens when it goes. Right, so it's slipping now. It's slipping now. Now it's going again. Right, I'm at the top of the limit there. Now let's go the other way. Let's see what happens when it goes. It's really annoying that it keeps going out of focus. There. Why has it gone there? Right, now I'm at the limit the other side. I can't tell if it's supposed to be broken there or not. No, that's snapped off. And do you know what? The bits that were rattling around, brilliant. I'm really enjoying this one because of just the tech shift work. Look, these are the bits. These are the bits here that broke. Yeah, you can see there that they're shaped just like the spindle there. So that's what's happening. There's too much slack on this wire now because it's broken here. So now, how am I going to deal with this? Doesn't mean I have to dismantle everything in order to fix that and then put the string back on it. I think I do, don't I? Which is a shame. Yes, there's too much slack on the string, and that's why it's coming and going. It's going to be a bit of a task taking this out completely. Massive task. Is there any other way I can do it? Also, I've got to be a little bit careful, otherwise it's not going to be tuned in correctly, is it? I mean, I don't know this thing in here. Does it only go, for example, 720 degrees? Or is it just going on forever and you need to have it finely tuned to get it in the right spot? See, it'd be fine if it was just kind of like, you know, 1 revolution. Then you'd be able to work it out. Well, I'll start undoing screws and see what happens. Alright, this is good. This is very good. Excellent. Oh, this is just brilliant. Right. Now, let's put this down here gently. Look at this. Come on now, don't break, don't break. Right, here we go. Now I've got to be careful here because I don't want to lose the tuning, but you can see now I've got access to here. So if I was, how am I going to do this now? How am I going to loosen this up without losing everything? God, look at the dust up here. Right, well I suppose we have to go to one extreme, don't we? So let's go to that extreme there. So I can't go any further there now. So if I was to unravel this and count the revolutions, I should be able to. Would I be able to put that back then? Or do I have to loosen up the spring here in order to... Well, I suppose if we were to get a marker and put a mark on this pulley and the string, then if we get it back in that position, I think that should be okay. There, let's do a few of them around the place. I think that should be enough. So now when I go to turn it, you can see that there's a red mark here. And so if I line it up again with the red mark on the pulley there, then that should be good. So now how am I actually going to do this? Right, let's unhook it from there. There we go, that's giving us slack now. That's giving us slack there. There we go. But now I've moved that there, haven't I? But we know it was going to be at the very extreme. The very extreme it was about there. I'll have to watch back the video to see how many arrows were showing. So that's fine. Right, let's glue this up with some super glue. Oh, okay, it doesn't go all the way around anyway. There we go. It's there's a gap in it. I'm going to use some super glue activator on that, so it can go off nice and quick. Now what I'm going to have to do is, I think, once that's gone off, I think I'm going to have to try to fill in this empty void around the middle here, because that's just going to break again. I know there's not a huge amount of strain on it, but there's still strain on it. You see this empty gap round here? I think I'm going to have to try to fill that up. Just on the broken bit. Do you know what? Amazingly, because normally I'm rubbish at super glue, but that is actually perfect. Look at the, I know it's probably just going to break again straight away unless I fill it up, but I couldn't have asked for that to be a nicer a nicer circle. Look at it. It's come up really good. So this is a bit I'm on about filling now. I want to put something in here and in here to pack it out behind. I'm just going to use this Q bond stuff, and it's really does set rock hard. So I need to pour some of the powder in and then put this activator stuff, and then it will go off. Well, I think that will do. That will give it a bit more strength. So I'm just going to get rid of the excess powder. Yeah, look at that now. Rock hard. Right, does it still turn? Yes. Okay, so now what I have to do is I have to watch back the video and find out whereabouts. Because obviously this thing here is it's the string that's the important bit. Well, the string is the tuner bit that is the important bit. But this is an indication as to where it is, isn't it, on here? So we have to find out on the video where it was, how many arrows were down. So I'm just going to watch back the video. Well, as you can imagine, that wasted probably another 45 minutes of my life, because it was a little bit of a nightmare trying to get that string back into position. But anyway, it looks like we got there. Whether it's in the same position as it was before, I don't know. But it appears to be doing its thing, as you will see in this next part of the video. Now, more luck than anything else, I have got it on. And I was thinking that this was the important bit here. This isn't. If you look at the good side here, the radio side, you can see that when we go all the way to the extremes, this will keep turning anyway. Yeah, so this isn't really anything. It's the bit that I fixed here. This is the bit that's important. And this will only go so far one way and so far the other way. So really, you can't kind of get it wrong as long as it's connected up, because this will just keep going round and round and round and round and round until this stops it from going round. So now check it out. I mean, it might not be perfect, but I'm pretty sure when I did it to begin with, at the extreme, I had 4 triangles there, and I've got 4 triangles now. You can see I can't go any more in that direction. But yeah, I can still turn this, but the strings are not going round in that direction anymore. But if I go this way, now look, it goes all the way down to here, which again would be the extremes on that side there. So I think that is going to be working. Now, when I was messing with it, I did break off accidentally a tiny bit of black plastic just from where the spring goes round here, but it's fine because there's plenty of tension on that spring anyway. So yeah, I've got a feeling that is going to be working just fine now, and I think that will be a lasting repair. That feels rock hard in there. That's not going to be going anywhere. So what I have to do now is the horrible job of trying to get it back together and then cleaning it up. I'm going to do all that off camera because this video is already long enough. But so far, if it all works, how nice. 40 switch over here, and 40 thing here. 3 nice little forts, but all fixable without spending any money or buying any spares. So next time you see this, hopefully it'll be all back together and it'll be looking nice and clean and dust free. Oh my, this thing looks lovely. How stylish does that look? Now, it's not in good condition, it's come up clean, but there's still plenty of scratches and scrapes on it. But it looks, oh, it's lovely. How retro does that look? 1978, other people are saying 1980. And it's working perfectly. So well, the things I've tested. So I've tested on batteries, 5D cells with one C cell with a load of foil shoved in there, and it works. I've only got 5D cells. We've seen it working on the adapter earlier, and right now I'm plugged into the mains just there. Now let me show you, to begin with, the radio working. It was really clear, and yeah, they've got a good bit of volume to it. There's only the one speaker, so obviously it's not really like a boombox. Some people are selling it as a boombox, but it's not. Even though it is portable, it's basically a portable TV with a radio built in. But yeah, check this out. So turn it on. Listen to that.
I thank you. And now this. Imagine how it... Yes, you can...
Got to be so careful because of copyright. That might have been enough. I might have to mute that bit out. Right, so that's the radio. You can see that the radio is working fine. Aerial is lovely and straight. The bit it clips into is broken, but let's forget about that. Let's go to the main event, which is the TV. So watch this. Put it to here. After a few seconds, the TV will come to life. Now, because it's a CRT, you will be seeing like black... sorry, I'm not turned on. You will be seeing the bars coming up and down the screen, but you won't see them in real life. Alright, so you can see now we got the fuzz here. Yeah, but watch this. Tune it in here. I've already tuned it up earlier. This is just detuned for the video. Look at that. Look what we have. Does anybody recognise the music? Yeah, it is the PlayStation 5 connected to it. Right, let's zoom right in so you can see that. Look at it. Right, so you can see how good it looks there. Let's just lower it down a little bit. Now, you might be wondering, how does this all work? It is a bit of a maze of wires. So basically we have the PlayStation 5 over there with my little LED mod, and out of that we have to convert that signal from HDMI over to analog signal. So basically we have to put it first of all via a splitter, because I think it's something to do with HDCP. Without it, it just seems to cut out. So you put it through a splitter to begin with, and then you put it into here, which converts the digital over to analog. So we're going from HDMI over to composite. Composite goes into the video player here, and then it converts the composite over to RF, sticking out the back there, which gets plugged into here, that side there. And you can see I've got it up to extension and not rod. And that's how we can convert it from the PlayStation 5 into something from 1978, and look how lovely that looks. So yeah, that is it for this video. I really enjoyed this one because it was a nice mixture of faults and the product itself I think is incredibly interesting. So there we have it. If you enjoyed it, please give it a massive thumbs up and please subscribe for more Trying to Fix videos. Take care everyone.
You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to tell me you're sorry that you take back all the things you said just to hurt me. My love just went cold, but I'm still burning. My love just went cold. Why? I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in when I begin to get myself together again. You are back once more, like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart, I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to show me you're sorry you have changed now. But it's the